The graduation status of 50 Chat Prep seniors is still up in the air tonight as public charter schools leaders work with Hamilton County to see if their class credits count.
That's after the arrest of one former teacher exposed the gaps in the hiring process at the school. Kenya White is accused of sending inappropriate text messages to a student while teaching at East Lake Academy. Records show Chat Prep hired him 8 months later, even though red flags showed up in his personnel file. Tonight, News Channel 9's Latricia Thomas looks at other public charter schools in our area to see if they're following the state laws that Chat Prep is accused of breaking. Latricia.
Kim and Josh, in this letter from Hamilton County Schools telling Chat Prep the superintendent is going to recommend the school board revoke their charter, the district says that until recently they were not aware that almost half of the charter school's teachers didn't have a permit, waiver, or license. We first uncovered the issue almost a month ago, and tonight we asked if that was happening without Hamilton County Schools realizing it. What about the other public charter schools in our area?
We are working with the district to audit all of the licensure and credential status for all of our faculty, our teachers here.
This video of a parent meeting at Chat Prep on Friday shows school leaders trying to reassure parents that they will close gaps in their hiring process that allowed almost half of their teachers to be in a classroom without the proper license, permit, or waiver. Hamilton County Schools cited those numbers in their letter to Chat Prep, starting the process to revoke their charter.
The biggest thing for me, I just feel like if we don't know if our teachers have the credentials to teach our students, is there even a point in them even coming to school anymore?
What has now been exposed at this one public charter school led us to look at others in the county. Hamilton County Schools is the authorizer for 7 charter schools that are funded by your taxpayer dollars. We searched every teacher listed on the websites of those schools using T-Encompass. That's the public database of teachers' licenses. All but a few of the teachers listed on the websites of Chattanooga Girls Leadership Academy, Ivy Academy, and Skillern Elementary showed up as active and licensed in the state system. When we checked with those schools on the few who didn't, they provided the legal names of the employees that did lead us to their licenses. The other public charter schools, Chattanooga Charter School of Excellence, Montessori Elementary at Highland Park, and the newly opened Chat Academy Community School, didn't list their current teachers online, but they did provide either their names or proof of all of their teachers' licenses. After our searches and emails, we did not find one teacher at any of those charter schools that appeared to be lacking the proper credentials. Elizabeth Five Ash Rush with the Tennessee Charter Center told us this is the expectation and the law.
A majority of schools, all public schools, traditional or charter schools, do a great job of ensuring the safety of kids and making sure that teachers are properly licensed and credentialed.
Now, in a new letter to parents, Chat Prep's interim CEO wrote, quote, due to the nationwide teacher shortage, virtually every public and charter school in America employs teachers who are able to teach because they hold an alternative license. This includes job-embedded licensure or teaching permits and waivers. But when we first looked at Chat Prep's teachers in T-Encompass, multiple teachers didn't show up in the system at all, with many showing inactive. That was not the case for any other charter schools that we looked into for this story. It is important to note that not everyone working at a school, like an educational assistant, is required to have a license. Josh.
Latricia, thank you. That letter to parents also said Chat Prep has conducted a full transcript audit for their 12th graders, and Hamilton County Schools is reviewing that audit. The school told parents it is not clear when Hamilton County will make a decision about those students' credits.